In this video, we're going to see how to add text and how to change the look of the text using some of the basic presets in Dreamweaver. We're not going to use CSS sheets or cascading style sheets, which is the better way of making changes to the style of text. In this video, we'll wait till the next one. First, we'll just look at the basic way. So I'll add some text, maybe a title, to our first page, the index.html page. So Mr. Filion's first website, we'll say. And let's say I'd like to change the look of this. Well, all you have to do is similar to Word or to any of those other programs, you can highlight it, and I can make it bold down here in this is called the Properties panel. I can make it italic. I can change maybe the way it's aligned, left and right, or I can center it in the page. Whatever you would like to do. Some of these items are in here. Bulleted lists are involved. I could also change the color. So now I've made it red. Nice tomato red here, that's great. Other things that I can do is choose a preset that Dreamweaver has already designed for us. Now, you can do that here in the format drop down, where there's only a few, but let's say heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those are used for headings or titles. So if I go heading 1, I'll get a large heading compared to if I choose heading 3, let's say, I'll get a medium-sized heading. I can make small headings too by choosing heading 6, and now we've got this tiny little heading up there. So that's essentially all the presets we have, and of course you just use the rest of these items in order to change the look of the text. Now, that's not the only thing we can do. We'll get to cascading style sheets or CSS sheets, and you can see a lot more flexibility once we use those. But for now, you can also change maybe the font here by clicking the side arrow. You'll notice these are the default ones. These are ones that are called Truetype Fonts, and they're fonts that are localized on everyone's computers. That way, if you choose one of these, you can be almost certain that the person on the other end viewing your site is going to be able to see it the same way that you intended. If you chose your fonts carefully and you want it to look a certain way, you'll want the person seeing your site to have the same set of fonts. So this is the list of fonts that are almost guaranteed. 99% of the time, the other person will certainly have these fonts installed on their computer and can see the site in the way that you intended. You can edit the font list and add your own. Again, use at your own risk, because if you put in a font that no one else in the world has, chances are very good that that person's not going to be seeing your site in the same way, because that font won't be able to load on their computer, and though it looks pretty for you on your side, it may be confusing on their end depending on how their browser handles that new font. So again, I could change it maybe to Georgia, whatever the case is, whatever you'd like to do. You'll notice in here the color of the text has a 6-digit hexadecimal number associated to it. Web colors have a 6-digit code associated to them, so red is FF0000. There's tons of online web palettes you can take a look at. If you like a color, grab that 6-digit color number and bring it in here, paste it in, and away you go. You've now got that color ready to go. It's also a nice way of standardizing the colors that you use for text, because if you always know the number, you always know you're getting the same color. Okay, so this is the other box up here that I'd like to point your attention to. This box here is the box where if you put in the name of your website, this is the title that's going to appear at the top of the toolbar, or at the top of the title bar for your browser. So it'll say Mr. Filion's website across the top of the screen, which is kind of nice. Let people know what site they're visiting. You'll notice there's also a link button here. We'll see how to use that in a minute, and whatnot. So there you go. So that's the basic font editing tool that we've got here in Dreamweaver. We'll see cascading style sheets in the next video.